This is Eat Show presents the RCB podcast.
Look, I started before him. Like when I say I started before him, I made my debut. We went together to India on an India A tour, and from there I got picked for the Indian team. He was still there in the Indian A team.
And you guys played together in that
So
game.
yeah, that was the first time we played a 4-day match together, and
Okay.
I did so well that they picked me to the Indian team from there.
Okay.
And then from there they went on another trip, and there was a 1-day tournament. He blasted it there. He blasted it means people stood up and said, "There's nobody like him. That's a special player." And then obviously I came to the Indian team, but then by then the Dhoni mania was so big that you had to pick him. They had to pick him. He had performed so well in that series, which was a good series. It was India, Pakistan, I think one more team, and Kenya, if I'm right. And he blasted them, like bombarded them with fours and sixes, and not many. The world was getting used to something like that kind of a thing. So he came in, and then obviously he replaced me in all formats, and he did really well. Look, it's all about taking up opportunities. You got to be ready to take up opportunities and deal with pressure.
When one person goes on to achieve so much, especially when you started together, what was the grounding thing in you to say that grit to say that no, I'll still stick around and do my thing because there is a space for him and for me, for both of us to exist?
I was chasing excellence. I was constantly in the path of becoming the best cricketer in the world. Whether Dhoni was there, Dhoni wasn't there. That was not my lookout. He was doing very well for himself. I knew at a point that he had settled in all teams. My constant.
There was a realization, is
yeah,
it?
that he's going to be the first keeper in Test and one day. There's no doubt about it.
Do you remember that moment and how you processed it? Because you must have been young, right? You must have been very young.
He made no mistake at the start. He got an opportunity. They sent him up the order. He got 100. He came to Test match. He started with an 85. He kept brilliantly, and most importantly, he became a brand overnight. Like people were after him. He was huge. He was a hugely successful, popular sports person right from the outset. Not many people had seen something like that, and they were enjoying it. He was going at the rate of knots.
Oh yeah, he almost eclipsed like just greatness straight up. Yeah.
Straight up. He just was, he was ticking all the right boxes, doing all the right things, and taking on the cricketing world. They're all, obviously standing up and saying, "Whoa, who's this guy? He's like phenomenal."